This is Simply Lovaii, and you're listening to the expert with a heart. Powered by Timber Media.
Hello and welcome to Simply Lovaii, everybody. Ahalya here, keeping you company. And today we've got a very interesting episode lined up because, we're observing Financial Planning Month. And the best way to understand what it takes to have a successful financial plan for oneself is to hear from the people who've done it right. So we've got clients of IMMPL on the podcast to share their personal finance journeys. Now, today on the episode is our Kumar and Radha, who have been clients of IMMPL for the past 20 years as we record this, a little over 20 years. And, they achieved what we so commonly hear now as FIRE, and have been living the life of over 15 years thanks to their financial plan that they got right with the help of the trusted advisors at IMMPL. So first, we're going to get a little bit about their story, their journey with the organization, and really understand what went into it, what was their attitude, what were their concerns and their opportunities that they tapped into. And then we're going to get a little insight, technical insight from the advisors themselves. Welcome, Kumar. Welcome, Radha. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Lovely to have you here. So 20 plus-ish years with IMMPL sounds like a long time, but I want to get to know about both of you first. So, it's always an interesting journey when you think about the reason you decided to have an official, formal financial plan. So take me back to the moment where you both sat down and said, okay, we need help. We need to get, we need professional help to get this sorted.
Okay, so this happened in 2005. At that time, I had invested in property, I would say. Two of them, one where we were staying, and one additional property where we'll get monthly income, rental income. And then in 2005, I had spare cash, I would say, additional cash. And my attitude was this, that I would definitely not go and put it into FD or just put it lying around in the savings bank account. And I had no clue about equity markets or stock markets and stuff like that. And I strongly believed in even in those years, I strongly believed in outsourcing. And since I was in outsourcing line, so I strongly believed in outsourcing and getting the best person to advise me on how to invest my money and make it grow. So it so happened that, in those days we had to go to the CA to go and give the documents for filing returns and so on and so forth. Today we do it online. Yeah. But we had to go, and both of us were landed up at our CA, and we didn't know anyone who were, let's say, financial planners.
The concept itself was
very new.
Yeah.
I remember one very clearly. I was staying in Defence Colony in those days. Just across the road was Carvey Consultants. So they were one of the few people who were doing it. I went over there and I didn't get a warm and fuzzy feeling, I was not comfortable, let me put it that way. So when I landed up the CA, I asked him, about whether he knows any credible financial planners. And he just threw a card at me, visiting card, and said, oh, this gentleman just walked in the office. He just left about 20 minutes back. I said, why don't you go? He said, I don't know this person. He just walked in, so why don't you go and meet him? So I said, okay, fine. We gave the papers, and we decided, since it was a Saturday, I think. Right. Since we had time, we said, okay, we'll go over to the office. In those days, if I'm not wrong, he was in Infantry Road, and behind Safina Plaza. So we went over there, and
that's how our journey with Lovaii started. Yeah.
And it's so
and it's been wonderful so far.
And just to add a little masala, is that how did I know that whether Lovaii was
reliable
or
trustworthy?
You got the warm and fuzzy feeling.
No, I did. I mean, in the sense that I got a marketing pitch by Shantala and so and he also. And then he introduced himself. When he didn't come initially because he was in a call. So he introduced himself saying that, no, I am from SP Jain, so and so. I said, oh wow. Okay. So then I said that, do you know so and so? That is my sister and brother-in-law. Okay. So they were classmates, and he just said that, oh, I just got off a call with her. So that's how the let's say the credibility was established. That in case something happens with my money, I can bash up my sister. So.
Okay,
anyway, so after that, it's been 20 years since we have been there with them.
And it's been really nice.
Okay, that's fascinating.
That's
And I saw Radha just like smiling at Lovaii off camera about the whole thing. But interestingly enough, you said that you had some money tied up in property, right? For a lot of people, I think financial freedom to them is like, hey, I have the money to invest in something and get this passive income. I think I'm done. I'm good to go. I'm set for life. What exactly made you go out of that and say, hey, like, I think all of my money shouldn't be tied up in real estate? Did you even have that moment of reflection?
That was like we spoke. There are two parts to the journey.
Three actually.
Three. One is before 2005, where we didn't have money. And so we were just making ends meet, but we still used to travel and spend on the frills. But from 2005 to 2017 is one part. 2017 till today is the rest of our lives. So 2005 to 17 is when we had focused on real estate, and we decided that we should invest more, and we had the extra income from the rent. And which is when he decided that I can take it easy now, because the money is coming from the rent, and maybe he can call it a day.
Yeah.
And that is why.
And then figure out what to do with
figure out what to do with that. Yeah.
Yes, and just to add, so from like she rightly said, 2005, before 2005 was a phase of let's say consolidation in the sense that we wanted to security, like in terms of house and stuff like that. And 2005 to 2017, I would say around 10-12 years, was a time when my daughters were getting educated. The marriage was there. Parents were old.
So we had to take care of parents.
So although we were passionate in traveling, but we had responsibilities as well as some.
Right. So we prioritized.
So we had to prioritize, correct? Yeah. So at that time we didn't want to sort of rock the boat, and we still relied on the income from the property. And I wanted to quit corporate, and while I was doing well, so. So that's it.
So priority was girls' education, marriages, looking after parents. Yeah. So we
medical
wanted to medical a lot.
All the family
yes.
All the family stuff, correct. The responsibilities associated.
No, that's, and speaking of, you just brought up these responsibilities, but you also love to travel. They are travelers, let me tell you. Is it, over 31 countries that you've
No, right now it is 47 countries.
47
and all
countries.
The 7 continents.
Wow, look at that. This is what dreams are made of.
No, not yet, but
yeah,
it's
not
complete.
Done.
So what is your dream? What is your dream?
So that's what I said, so I didn't have a target of target in terms of travel. So till 2017, I didn't have a target.
Okay.
2017, I suddenly thought.
Okay.
2017, our responsibilities were done,
almost
both the marriages were over. And his parents also.
My father was 94, he passed away and stuff like that. So at that time, once in one of our travels, I don't know where I was traveling, but in one of our travels, I decided I should put a target to what we're doing. And so I came up with this formula of 770, 490. Okay, and I said, what it means is this, that 7 continents, 70 countries, 490 places of visit. 490 places of
cities
interest.
Or towns, that's what he means, yeah.
That's what I mean. And 70 countries is without India, obviously. 490 was including India. So I don't know where I am in that, but I'm 7 continents ho gaya. 47 countries is done. And I don't know about 490,
We have not kept account there.
I've kept account, but it's almost about 325
We're inching closer.
Yeah, we're inching closer, but it's very difficult now as I'm aging. So
what is the latest one that you're coming into our Timber Media studios after?
We just finished off a trip to Iceland, and we went to UK first. My daughter is there.
Okay.
So we went to UK, and I'm a cricket fanatic, so we went to saw a match in Lords.
Lovely.
So I wanted to see that, and
he also wants to see a Wimbledon match. We are trying for that next year.
A football match in Wembley, so probably let's see. So we will try and do that, and getting tickets and stuff. So we went to Iceland, and then from Iceland we came down to Germany, Berlin and Cologne, and those places we visited. And we're back.
And we're traveling this week.
We're traveling on Thursday.
Thursday again.
So a quick stop here in our studio and then off again. Well, I use the term, this is what dreams are made of, but I think it's also important to reflect on this journey and think about when it stopped feeling like a dream and it was 100% surely a reality. Tell us a little bit about the moment where you realized, okay, this plan has actually done its thing and it's worked.
I think we realized that only after 2017, because till then we didn't have a plan. till our responsibilities were there. We never gave it a thought. We just went with the flow, and we never even bothered to think about it. After 2017, we became aggressive travelers, really aggressive. In fact, I think even before we finished one trip, we had already planned for the next 2 trips. We already have another one on the card even before we finish this. Next, I think 2 are already ready. Yeah. So, yeah, let's hope so. It all goes as per plan. That's another thing, because like he says, health is also a big concern for us. But yeah, now we are really aggressive travelers. Only thing is, once in a while we need to take permission from our children. Is it okay? Can we go? Is there anything you want us to do? But otherwise, most of the time we get the green card signal, and
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what has also helped to really, for our plans to materialize really. And like I said, health is an issue now, so we take it easy. And we are not as adventurous. Let me put it.
Yeah, we don't go to places that
we are not as
difficult
adventurous
to
travelers as
go
not only that, but we try to make life more comfortable. So naturally, we have to spend more. If you have to,
for which Lovaii helps us.
Instead of going by trains and buses and stuff like that, which is to do earlier.
You have your comfort budget.
Budget. So, and what really helped us in achieving our let's say passion is the help from, let's say, Lovaii
and Rohini,
and others who were there earlier also, and they really help us out in planning our thing. And that's where the financial planning came into effect. And we started my financial planning, or what I called as retirement planning, in 2007, if I'm not mistaken. 2007 is when it really started.
More than anything, it gives us a sense of security. That
is on paper.
Yeah, at least, okay. And our planning is, we do an annual planning with Rohini every year. It's either a vacation or medical expenses. So if you're sick, you're not going to travel. So it's either or.
Money is there.
Yeah, but you don't know where you're going to spend it on.
So 2007, like I said, some of your questions I'm answering it even before you ask.
Yeah.
So 2007 is when we started the financial planning, when I thought that enough is corporate life.
Yeah.
I want to give up.
So did you start it primarily to hit your retirement goals, or was it to indulge your desire for travel and things like that?
That time it was only security.
We just wanted to know financial planning. Those days the concept of financial planning was not there actually. So we wanted to know where we stand. We don't know where we are. He wanted to put corporate. Yeah.
So 2007, November, December is the time when I decided enough is enough, let me quit. And we did that retirement planning sort of a thing. And we came up, or they helped us in coming up with the thing that my corpus has to be so and so at that time. And therefore, working backwards, I realized that I had to work for 1 more year or 1.5 years more to collect that understood money. So we did that, and 2009 September or 2009 December was the last working day in fact corporate is concerned.
Okay.
At that time I was 55. Okay. And yeah, that's when. But so therefore, like she rightly said, the passion was always there to travel. Okay,
right.
But it was not a priority area.
Right.
The priority was only 2 at that time. I'm talking about 2010. One was taking care of the daily kitchen and plumbing needs. Second is taking care of my children's education as well as my father's health and medical needs. That's it. So that worked, and therefore we had the rental income going at that time. So I was not working. We did scenarios.
Yes.
No job, what was the scenario? Some job, what was the scenario? So on and so forth.
Yeah.
So fortunately, I got a job in social sector which I wanted to do.
Okay.
And yeah, so it helped me with the plumbing and.
Yeah. I think a financial plan and the security aspect of it is so important, just because, like you said, the money is there. So what you can do with it really depends on your priorities at the time, and it provides you a great deal of comfort to be able to explore those things and tick your dreams off one by one, right? I think that's why we all work so hard in the first place.
So one more important thing, and she may agree with me, is that we have not at all reduced or diminished our standard of living.
Right.
Okay, we have maintained it. We have not increased it, we have maintained it.
Right.
Because of health reasons and because of, taste reasons. We don't go out as often to restaurants and to eat and stuff like that.
Because we travel so much.
We travel so much. So There's no need of going and eating pizza over here, like,
Yeah, I mean, if you were just in Berlin, then
Pizza
So
over
the
there.
craving is not there anymore.
Craving is not there, so correct. So that is another thing, which is the financial planning has helped us. And fortunately for us, I tell you one thing very frankly, like, the Lovaii and company, I would say, has helped us a lot.
Right.
And because of them, we have the confidence in doing things, spending money, let me put it that way.
Yeah.
And we have always been within the
range that we are planned for.
We have never exceeded or maybe slightly exceeded years. Like we exceeded, I
Rohini
think,
might tell you.
2005 we exceeded, 2024 we exceeded, we broke the ceiling.
Well, you've always got to hit
That's because we planned the Antarctica trip all of a sudden.
Antarctica.
Otherwise, I'm sure we would not have broken it.
Fantastic. So, talking about keeping a plan sustainable and keeping a corpus, consistent, an advisor really helps you understand what financial habits you need to inculcate and keep going, right? The kind of discipline that you need. So, the both of you, I want to understand a little bit, what are your non-negotiable habits, financial habits that you just don't compromise on? Is your discipline basically just listen to your advisor at all times?
Now there are two aspects of financial planning with Rohini may agree. Is that one is your operational expenses, which is there and which you have to have every month. Second is your let's say medical. Medical, I would put it in two parts. One is a routine medical, every month you would have some BP tablets or whatever, and one is the emergency medical. Emergency medical is, in my case, most of the time it has been planned. Like, for example, I have to get my cataract done, I have to get some dental makeup done. So those are all planned. There are some things which suddenly comes up, we don't know, but that's partly covered by insurance. And the third is your travel.
Right.
Everything is disciplined.
Yeah, it's very disciplined. I don't think we have shifted from here to here at any given point.
Any given time. Okay, any given time we have not exceeded. I'm talking about in the last 10 years. I'm not talking about 1 year aberration, which happened last year. We took that, sort of, how do I say that, we just took a chance because it was a good deal which we were getting, and the markets were doing extremely well.
Stock market was doing well.
Extremely well, and we said, we took only. So like they say, mauke pe chauka marna. Mauke pe chauka marna. So we got a very good deal.
We got a good deal, yeah. So
you decided to take your...
No, we always wanted to do it.
Yeah.
We always wanted to do it. The question was when.
When. Yeah.
And both of us decided, since right now our health is okay,
might as well do it. Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, I think, kudos to you for staying so disciplined, because that is what makes it.
Never.
Yeah.
No. Negotiated one thing and gone into the other bucket.
Yeah.
All buckets are as it is.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing that people find quite hard.
Maybe I'm
right?
liberal in my financial planning in terms of so I never exceed
the top number. It's never fallen short.
Yeah,
I think our taste also, it's not like I crave for jewelry or something.
Yeah, I've always sandbagged the numbers probably, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you...
Satisfy myself.
Correct. If you keep the number a little higher, you never feel the lack of anything at all. Okay, perfect. So there is, of course, financial independence, retire early, FIRE. It's a concept that a lot of people in the younger generation are constantly...
Do I get royalty for that?
For doing it right.
Because that concept was not there. We didn't even know of this term
And you
till
were
about a couple of years.
Yeah,
No, not
like,
even couple of years, couple of days back.
When you got the questions list. No, but the thing is, like we've been discussing, you got it right way before it became, an articulation, right? So what does that freedom mean to you personally? I think everyone has a very different definition of what financial freedom is for them, right?
See, most importantly, it allows you to follow your passions. Forget, he wanted to get into the social sector. So leaving corporate, he had to take a salary cut. So we could afford to do that. We could really afford. So that within 6 months, he got into the social sector. That gave you the confidence and independence to do that. And I could follow a lot of other dreams. Apart from travel, I have other hobbies also.
Right.
So yeah, I am into music.
Lovely.
Okay, and then I do a lot of, and now off late I have started selling stuff. I do a lot of crochet, a lot.
Wow.
Yeah. So it helped me to do that, Yeah.
Comfortably and
Yes. Yeah.
relaxed
Correct.
state of mind.
Yeah. So
See, the other important thing is that if there is something to be done when it involves finance, anything I'm talking about, we do not hesitate. We said, paisa kahan se aayega, how, where will I get the money from? I mean, if it is necessary, then we'll spend it. Then we don't. So that is because of the finance you have, and that's because of the planning you have done. Obviously, it's a chain reaction. Let me put it that way. Yeah, so we are comfortable. Let me put it that way. We are confident. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. So maybe another couple of years of travel, and then maybe then.
And then it's total chill. But then I don't know. Somehow both of you don't seem like the types who just
No,
stay
we
put.
won't.
We
Yeah.
can't stay still. In fact, after 15 days, should we plan something? We start getting jittery.
We get very fidgety.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one more question for you because I feel like you want to get out of these chairs also as soon as possible. No, but my last question to you would be, obviously you've benefited a lot from having a formal, official financial plan in place. It's given you a lot of direction. What would be your advice for anyone listening to pursue their own passions, whatever they may be, to pursue their own idea of financial freedom? But what would be your advice to them in, the space of financial planning?
Firstly, identify what you want to do. If you quit something, you can't sit idle.
Right.
You just can't be sitting idle. So identify what your passions are. And then you start planning accordingly and, chasing your dreams. Yes, corporate life can be boring. So maybe from the age of 35 to 50, you just have to slog and make that money. And then identify your passions and plan accordingly. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong, but yeah.
No wrong answers.
So, from my perspective, what I would say is that first of all, like you rightly said, you got to identify what you want to do yourself and the family put together. Secondly, don't try to do everything yourself.
Right.
Correct.
So, I mean, you're not an expert at everything. You may think that you know everything about finance. Even a finance person will think that they know everything about finance, but it's wrong. And I'm an engineer, correct? But I don't know everything about engineering. Right. So therefore, if I have to get something done technically, and if I'm not qualified, we always seek help and reach out to people who are better than you, or better experienced and knowledgeable than you to get it, and you got to pay for it. Correct? You got to pay for the service. So that is what my advice would be to people that seek help. Maybe not a Lovaii, maybe someone else. If you're not comfortable with his with his fee structure or whatever, go to someone else. But that should not stop you from going to someone else. That is this thing. And the major problem is this in this country. And unlike in other places where they do not hesitate in going and seeking help from people and paying a fee or a commission or whatever it is there. Here, everyone knows everything. So the problem is that we as quote unquote, unfortunately, I'm a staunch Indian, but still, what happens is that हम डॉक्टर भी है, हम इंजीनियर भी है, सब कुछ हम करते हैं.
Madad lena padta hai. We have to take help, and we have to talk about money because that's how we can get it right. Thank you so much, Kumar and Radha, for joining us and for sharing your journey. I think it's been very helpful for everyone listening.
Let's hope so.
Fire.
That was an episode of the Simply Lovaii podcast series. Expert with a Heart.
Powered by Timber Media.